Hi guys! Today we're going to talk a little bit about setting goals for fundraising. You're planning this great event, or maybe you're working hard all year long to support your great cause. But how do you know if you're successful at these plans or not? You set goals. That sounds like common sense, of course. But what goals should you set? In this video, we talk about 8 different types of goals you should be creating. These goals range from event-specific fundraising goals to yearly fundraising goals in general. First of all, let's take a minute to go over SMART goals. SMART goals aren't just for fundraising, they are for goal planning in general. However, they can be very useful in setting fundraising goals. This principle says that it isn't enough to set a goal. You need to make your goals SMART. SMART stands for specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time-sensitive. In other words, you should actually be able to look back at a scheduled time and say for sure if you've met your stated goal. So, the goal, raise a lot of money, isn't a SMART goal because what you think is a lot might not be a lot to someone else. However, raise $10,000 during the first appeal moment is a SMART goal. It is specific and measurable. Did you or did you not raise $10,000 in the first appeal moment? It is actionable. You can take steps to ensure that you do this. It may or may not be realistic depending on your fundraising story, but it is time sensitive. You'll know if you accomplished it at the end of the first appeal moment. All of the goals that will be mentioned in this video could be turned into SMART goals, but not all of them are going to be as obvious as others. For more help with how to turn these specific types of goals into SMART goals, make sure to download GiveSmart's free white paper on exactly this topic. Now though, let's go on to the goals. The first type of goal you should be setting, and the most obvious, deals with donation totals. Set a specific amount you plan on raising at specific events. Balance dreams with reality. If you normally raise $10,000, then maybe you shouldn't set a goal of $10 billion. However, push yourself. Don't settle for something small. A good goal is one that you really have to work for. It doesn't fall in your lap. It should be a stretch. The second goal is to build awareness. You can track this by measuring new donors. How many new donors are you getting and how are they finding you? For example, if you are increasing your new donors from social media, then you may be doing good with awareness. The third goal you should be setting has to do with yearly totals. You should be increasing this year over year. The fourth goal you should set has to do with volunteers. Set goals on keeping your current great volunteers and attracting new ones. The fifth goal is to increase sponsor support. How many new sponsors are you going to attract this year? How many current sponsors are you going to retain? The sixth goal is to improve your donor base. This can be done in a few ways and can also be looked at as a whole. How many donors are you going to retain from last year to this year? How many new donors will you get? Overall, how much will your donor pool increase? Breaking it down farther, how many big gift donors will you get? How many millennials, etc. The seventh goal is donor appreciation. This is one of those that is hard to measure, but not impossible. It kind of goes back to goal 6. How many current donors do you retain year after year? If they feel appreciated and if they are making a difference, then your retention numbers are likely higher. Finally, the last goal you should be setting is to have fun at your fundraising events. If you have fun, even with all the stress and pressure on you to get out there and raise funds, then imagine how much fun your non-stressed guests are feeling. And that's it. Start setting some goals and get to raising money like you never have before.